Come on, movers!
In the heart of the Welsh valleys, farmer Mohsin Hassanin tends to his land and animals. He's one of a small group of people from ethnic minorities in the UK who are working in farming, an industry that's nearly 100% white.
It's not really something that, you know, people from ethnic backgrounds really look at, because it's a very, very closed group, you know. Even just going to the auction house, for example, you don't know what's going on. You know, like we were sitting there, we went there one time and I was like, what is going on here? Like, this is another language. I never saw myself as a farmer. I saw myself as someone who's bought land. It dropped a few years later when I was like, look, I've got cows, I've got goats, I've got geese, I've got ducks, I've got chickens, I'm farming, this is farming, you know? So that's when I kind of called myself the British Muslim farmer at that point.
Figures show that last year, 97.2% of the British agriculture, forestry and fishing sector was made up of white workers, excluding seasonal staff. Some of the reasons are obvious. Rural parts of the country are less diverse. Farms tend to be handed down through the generations. But now, one of the country's leading farming institutions wants to tackle the issue. The Royal Agricultural University in Gloucestershire is launching 2 new undergraduate scholarships, exclusively for those from ethnic minority groups.
We definitely think that there needs to be space for everyone to play a part in agriculture, in the land-based sector. If we can educate more people, if we can train more people from a broader range of backgrounds, then there'll be more people available in the future who have got the skills and the qualifications and the interest to actually go on and make a difference in that sector and in those jobs.
At the Stepney City Farm in London, young people from all backgrounds get hands-on experience. But many feel farming isn't an easy industry to enter.
I think it's partly to do with not knowing that farming is an acceptable profession to go into, and not knowing how to go into it, not knowing that it is a job, because for a lot of people it's just what everyone does in their home country.
Food experts say diversity in our population should be reflected in food production.
We do want to break that mould of it being, ultimately an old white man and a tractor. What we do need to see is a better diversity within the foods that we're producing, and those skills are being lost if they're not being invested into our food and farming sector.
While there aren't calls for diversity quotas in farming, many believe more work is needed to ensure the industry is open to all. Dan Whitehead, Sky News in South Wales.